Welcome to NobelBiz webinars.
And at the same time, the biggest investment you have to be successful is in your people. Now, I think the shift so far that we're seeing and going forward isn't so much like a black and white, do we still need people? And is technology now the replacement? I think now is, where does technology fall into where it's capable of now, and where people are willing to adopt it and implement it enough in the right way versus I'm going to check a box and I'm just going to have a chatbot that pisses off a bunch of people because it spends a bunch of time trying to do all these things and it's not ready for prime time. And then all these people are like, escalate. Now I want to call. I want to go be upset with an agent, right? Or I'm stuck in an IVR chain for hours on end and then I get dropped and I got to repeat everything, right? So we're not talking about, is technology in of itself ready? It's both the application of it in a thoughtful way. Have you thought about your customer and where they want to be met? And then is your technology meeting them there, not just because it's cost effective, right? If you're going to do it right, is what we got from a lot of our experts. And so when you look at that, you go back and you say, okay, so if we're going to do that, does that mean now I replace my agents because now I have all these chatbots and I have all this AI and I have all this other things in there that can self-service? No, I don't think it means that part of it. I think what it means is that if you do a good job implementing the right omnichannel journey for people to meet them where they want, through the channels through they want, and you thoughtfully plan it out, and then you take the feedback from your customers to continuously improve that, then what you're doing is, yes, you are going to more self-service, more through your website, videos, fact sheets, being able to go through Q&A stuff, things on the self-service portal online, also things through phone and web chat. Yes, you'll have that. But what it means is that you're taking some of these engagement points that can be automated because it's actually what the consumer wants or they're ready for. And then the parts where maybe you had agents, representatives, and collectors for, you're actually elevating them. You're raising them to be able to deal with higher level engagement. So those agents now had to be capable of more empathy. They need to have better soft skills. They need to be able to engage with people because the conversation's more complex. The situation it requires them to need that human capacity versus just I'm reading off of a script and that's all I'm doing. So you're starting to see more technology out there that enables the agents, the representatives, the collectors to be able to do more better in that real time, right? So now you're empowering these agents to do more. You're also getting them information better and faster. You're giving them scenarios where they're not having to click through a million screens. They're not having to go through and figure out, oh, I have no idea who you talked to last. I have no idea what channel you came in through. I have no idea what the last conversation you had was with and who it was with, which creates poor scenarios. So we talk about turnover. We talk about that agent experience. You go back and say, well, look, if you give these agents the tools, you give them scenarios where they're best prepared for these conversations because they're going to be requiring higher level engagement. And if you are not preparing your technology to front end the self-service part to give a proper experience, then all you're doing is giving your agents and representatives and collectors upset customers, which then in turn requires them to have the skills to deal with them and de-escalate and be able to turn that into a positive engagement. So the short answer is, I think technology has absolutely improved significantly. I think a lot of it's there. I just think we're not implementing it well enough yet. We're not thinking about the customer enough yet across the board. And we're not thinking how that affects and impacts the engagement between our staff at the call center with the customer and making sure that the end result is not only profitable, but long-term, you're able to have customers that want to come back again and keep coming back.